One of the things that I feel is likely to happen is with the kind of agenda that the United States, as one of the largest consumers of energy, alongside China and India, along with other countries in the world, about fossil fuels. There was an era till recently that fossil fuels was a very bad word. But fossil fuels, now there is realization that you have to have an equitable mix. You cannot just throw fossil fuels or turn off the switch suddenly. Does that help bring in capital and, more importantly, exploration focus into finding new sources of crude oil, particularly in the Indian context, because one got the sense that perhaps attention has shifted completely to the renewable space?
I think that tide is already turning. Although large investments have not been visible up till now, but that the tide has already started turning. People, the big oil majors of the world, they have started realizing that constant investments will be needed for exploration in order to maintain the present status quo. Leave aside increasing or decreasing it. But till the time when these renewables, till the time these newer energies, till the time these so-called cleaner energies, they come into fore, they become more adaptable, they become so affordable and available to the people. By that time, till that time, we will have to have these fossil fuel operating. And for a country like India, I can again go back to Indian context. In Indian context, I don't see that next 10, 15, 20 years, this demand of the fossil fuel or diesel and petrol and LPG and aviation fuel, which is up till now growing at a rate of say 3, 4, 5% per annum, it may stop growing at a certain point of time, 10 years down the line or 15 years down the line, but it is not going to dip very significantly.
So you are saying peak oil is, in terms of consumption, not production.
In terms of consumption.
Is 15 years away?
Yeah, for India. For countries like India. Because we have to meet the energy requirements of a growing economy. Today, Indian economy is growing at a phenomenal rate, and it has been growing for last 5, 7, 10 years.
And without energy?
Without energy, you can't grow. And then more adding to it, today the manufacturing percentage, the percentage of manufacturing in my GDP is around 16, 17, 18%. For a economy to sustain this kind of growth going forward, this percentage of manufacturing in the GDP is going to grow beyond 25%, 26%. And as this manufacturing percentage grows, energy requirements will grow. Today, wherever I stand, I know the numbers. It is 1,000 million tons of oil equivalent is the total energy need of India today. In next 10 to 15 years, this is going to at least double. If I am growing at 6 to 7% per annum, my GDP is growing. In next 10 to 15 years, by 2040, I will be sharing at 2,000 million tons of oil equivalent energy requirement for the country. So where will that energy come from? So this
will all of it continue to be imported, or do you foresee?
No, I'm talking
more
of energy. I'm talking of a very broad energy,
not just crude oil.
It can be coal, it can be nuclear, it can be oil, it can be gas, it can be renewable, it can be bio, it can be anything. But the point I'm trying to make is, if I take out the present energy basket, or if I take some of the components of the present energy basket, then I have to double up. I will have to make more efforts
on the
to meet the energy requirements for replacement, plus to meet the additional requirements to fuel the economy. So that is going to be a very big task.
Massive challenge.
Massive.